Okay. I have to go and lower the volume of my TV. Missing some? Oh. You have your watch.
Found it.
Ping it with your watch. I gotta look at what time. Morning, Joe. I'm having a busy morning over here. I gotta look up reminders. 9:19. Okay. This is how you get organized with Siri, by the way. And any phone. I mean, shit. This isn't Siri. This is Google or Android. I'm gonna take a pill. So we're gonna complete that, and then we're gonna tell Siri, bye-bye. Remind me in 6 hours to take my antibiotic.
Okay, I added it.
Oof. Okay, I added it. 3:04 p.m. I'm gonna start a poll. Morning, Mark. Should I pop? This is gonna be majorly disgusting for anybody tuning in. There's my thumb. Should I pop that? Should I record it and pop it on air? Okay, hold on. I'm going to get the second bed in here. Here we go. Why are you staring at that TV? Okay. Okay, there we go. Go on. Now both of you are getting in the one bed. Okay. I got to do some scans before the damn market opens up. I was busy doing a bunch of stuff today. Oh no. What happened? Dude. I gotta do scans. Hold on. Sorry, I am busy. Typing. Okay, we're gonna do the scanner here. And core portfolio. There's gotta be, there's a lot that crossed up from yesterday. Uber, Walmart, Goldman Sachs, XLY, Amazon, Microsoft. Let me see. That's probably my brokerage portfolio as well. Larry! Morning, John. Uber. Pfizer. Why do I still have Pfizer in there? XLY, Amazon, Morgan Stanley. I own Morgan Stanley. Part of the reason why I don't buy Schwab, I traded out of Schwab into a little bit more, I don't want to say quality banks, because, wow, KOLD. KOLD is down 5%. That means Boyle's up 5%. Energy names, levered ETFs. Let's look at this. DPST. I want to look at DPST. DPST. I knew it was going to have a cross up. SVIXY. The VIX is down, so SVIXY obviously would have a cross up. Honestly, I just don't think that we're done. Nobody cares about Vanguard. You know what? If you care about Vanguard group is up. If you care about that, sign up for TrendSpider. Okay, spider sectors. Let's do spider sectors. XLY, XLP, and XLB. I think XLU is a buy in here too. I think we've moved to a bounce back. Oh God. FedEx, Jumia, Home Depot. Let's see. FedEx, Jumia, Home Depot, Neo, On. Finally gets a little cross up. Summit Health Therapeutics. Hilton, boy, that's a solid stock. It's just been with a downward market, that one has just been solidly in a range. Moderna is way down. Lowe's, we can say that's Delta Airlines. Beyond Meat. Do not invest in Beyond Meat. I went vegetarian. And yeah, I like Vanguard too. Here's the thing. Vanguard, I scan it every day. But there's so many that showed up in the scanner today that, hey, if you want an entry into Vanguard, you should sign up for TrendSpider. Or use Seeking Alpha, one or the other. Dow, no, I'm not going to put that one in. Intel crossed up. Intel got, listen, yesterday's announcement from Apple with the 3nm chips from Taiwan Semi, that's game changing for Intel, because why in the world would anyone, even PC, Intel better start making significantly better chips. They're, Amazon, we talked about, brokers, Booking, Intel, Ansys, Lucid. Lucid got a cross up. Fortinet. Is this one beaten down enough? But Pan W. Okay. HUBC. Let me get through this. Because what happens is at 9:30, everything. I'm late to the game, so at 9:30 everything changes and you can't scan effectively for the because the new candle shows up. GE cross up. I've traded AIG in the past. I just don't think a insurance group. I'd rather have Berkshire. BlackRock, hoofa. I mean, when is this one going to be a solid buy? I mean, if there's not another indication, this was at the low of the market. You went down to 503 and you're trading at 607 now. I mean, you're talking about a stock that went to almost 1,000 in 2021. So you can see, I mean, this is just textbook. Morgan Stanley, Pfizer. Okay, we're done with that. Let me move over to the strategy tester, and we're going to go to the 4 hour, and we're going to go look at SPY. I just don't want that. SPY, almost a cross up. I got so much to talk about today. I'm going to fly through it. QQQ. Let me look at QQQ. I wanted to try and keep this damn podcast down to 30 minutes, but there's a lot to go over. The one I want to look at is okay. Okay. Hey, by the way, if you didn't know, I might go over there. The trading portfolio. We're gonna go over here. I like Savvy Trade. I still like Savvy Trade, but they're definitely have not 12 most undervalued energy stocks. We're going to get out of that. Visible. I like looking at this, but I'm going to fly through the podcast today. Wah, 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 wah. Yes. I have. Here's the thing, Scott. Tesla, I am actually considering, at this point, TSLQ looks really damn good, and continued. And the reason is valuation. You look at a long-term chart of this one, we're just at the 200-day. I mean, that's it. And most other stocks are under the 200-day, but most other stocks with valuation, with the gross prospect. Here's the thing. He said it in the earnings call that don't expect a lot from the Cybertruck. That was what a lot of people were thinking, is that the Cybertruck, the number one segment in the U.S., the truck segment, Cybertruck could take that one. I think they're coming out with a $120,000 Cybertruck. I think they're going to start selling this thing for an enormous amount of money. He's not going to take a loss on it. I mean, if he does, then the stock goes down because the margins go down. And so you're looking at kind of, he's between a rock and a hard place. And then the news yesterday, shares in electric vehicle Tesla declined nearly 5% on Monday following news that Panasonic, a longtime partner and supplier to the EV maker, had reduced battery cell production in Japan during the period ending September 2023. The update stoked investor concerns about softening demand for EVs, especially for higher-priced EVs that may not qualify for tax breaks or other incentives from government programs. In and beyond the U.S., Panasonic cells have been used in Tesla's older and higher-priced Model X and S. If they lose the high margin S and X, then you're done. The other report is that Twitter is worth significantly less than what he paid for it. And the fear is that he's going to have to sell more shares. And so the market is pricing both of those in. And TSLQ, I mean, look, you're in at 32, you're at 40, and you have confirmation. So in my mind, I don't know where the bottom of Tesla is, but I think it probably is 150. I mean, I think you get down to this area, absolutely. I mean, this is just May. It's not crazy to think that you get back to a valuation in May, because if they take their production stuff down, I mean, you're kind of screwed. But I'll go into it on the podcast. I'll probably say the same exact fucking thing, to be honest with you. But Boeing, have you gotten Boeing? It's up 1%. The Dow, you got the entry at 179. Eli Lilly is a buy on the pullback. You don't have confirmation yet, but you will. Start adding. I need to start putting that in my portfolio. Nvidia is going to go under 400 again. Add to it. Palantir earnings today. I think it's today. Yeah. Tomorrow. Yeah, I put in my $100 reservation for the tri-motor at $69,000. I just don't think it's okay, let's see. We're going to cut that, and we're going to put that up here. Yup. I mean, all of it adds up to wanting to short Tesla. But the guy's just, I mean, he's Teflon. You go and short him at your own peril. Again, there's better plays in the market, but I just, God. I mean, I'm tempted. I think I had TSLQ. Let me see. Inverse Tesla ETF. TSLL and TSLS. So TSLL is the long levered. TSLS. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We're going to go TSLS. And then we're going to compare peers. Edit symbols. Penny. Don't be annoying. TSLQ. This is what I did for Sam on Facebook yesterday. Is we're just going to look, okay. So here's the performance. kind of in line. I mean, 1 year TSLS is down 19%, TSLQ. Your expense ratio, about the same. Assets under management, that's where you have a difference. TSLQ is twice the assets under management, so they have probably more share. Trading, last close, blah, blah, blah. Price 52-week, high. You're 56% off, you're 58% there, blah, blah, blah. A little bit different. Dividends, wow. TSLQ pays a 5% dividend. TSLS, and this is because they trade in options. Yeah, I'd take TSLQ. Here, I'll publish this in the newsletter under comparison of TSLS and TSLQ. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. I like TSLQ. Okay. Let's get into the podcast. Q-tip, man. I think that was right after the Joe Rogan podcast where he said, yeah, we're going to do a truck for under $40,000. Now, here's the thing. If you remember that day, and I was watching that day, everybody thought it was a joke when it first came out on stage. People were looking around. I mean, it was like a deer in the headlights kind of thing. Yeah, exact, Christian. I mean, that right there, I think it describes him perfectly. I'm scared of shorting it. Remember, I've made some money in TSLQ. What I loved about the Cybertruck and what will sell me on the Cybertruck and why I will get a Cybertruck probably is the integration of that the all-terrain vehicle, that ATV. If they do that with a battery, I'm in. I mean, if I can drive out to a trail with the bike on the back, do a couple hours of riding, and I don't have to worry about gas, I don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, I'm in. You got me. You got me. Oh God, I'm in. But right now, Tesla, the valuation is what's kind of bringing it down. Okay, I'm going to start the podcast, by the way, just so you guys are aware. Hit the thumbs up button. I didn't do it, but hit the thumbs up button. You guys will like this. I've got some. Let me show this. And I'm going to have to shrink it down to show it. I got a weekly recap from YouTube. And here. Let's play a game. What's the most second popular location your viewers are watching from? Ghana. So I don't even know what language they speak in Ghana, but I'm going to show that in the podcast too. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sweet. I can show that. Let's bring it over here. So that maybe I can show it in the let's see, how does this look? That looks good. Bring this down a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go to the big head one. Oh, and I can't. There we go. Wah, wah. Holy crap, I've got so much. Oh, and Brandon, I've got to go over to you. I said to myself, I've got to look at Brandon's post. Because Brandon's post is just... Listen, I've been saying, to people that I know personally is, I don't know why people listen. We're not in a bull market. It's hard to pick stocks in a bull market. It's very much a situation where, let's see. How do I just view post? I guess I can't. I'll publish this though. Scott, I've heard from my buddy who works at Tesla that that autobiography is one of his favorite books, and he says it blows away the last one. So, okay, let's go over here and Black Friday private sale. I've got my link tree visible, key market data. We're gonna put this way out here. We're going to put this way out here. And then we're going to go. Okay. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's Halloween, October 31st. Yeah, you're going to hear a lot of a lot of us. I've got so much crap in my notes today. But I want to start it out with one thing. If you're on YouTube Live, you've already seen this because I displayed it. But when I record live, I can't always hide stuff, so it's kind of like it's a shit show. I mean, let's just be perfectly honest, it's a shit show. But YouTube asked me, what's the second most popular country that listens to or watches you on YouTube? Let's go over here. Let's play a game. Second most popular is Ghana. So shout out to my African friends in Ghana. I don't understand why you listen to me. It's got to be freaking bots. I don't get a lot of comments. I don't know why you're doing this. But here's the thing. If you guys are interested in investing and stocking up on American stocks, hey, kudos to you guys. I mean, shout out to everybody over there. You guys know I'm a lover of the world. Boy, that sounded a little inappropriate, but I am a guy who just travels everywhere, says hi to everybody. I'm that annoying guy who's running down a trail saying hi to you as I pass you. I'm hiking, saying hello, and starting 20-minute conversations with people. So I love everybody. The fact that Ghana is the second most watched country or the second most listeners, I've never heard from anybody in Ghana, but comment down below if you're from Ghana. Hey, what's up? I need to Google what language is spoken in Ghana so I can say hello to everybody out there. Let's look at SPY. We got a button hook going on. Yesterday, a really good day in the markets. You've got this button hook coming up. We may have confirmation. We opened up today. It's 9:30 now. We opened up today at 416. Right now we're at 415. So you're seeing a red candle. Today is, it's the Fed meeting day. We shouldn't hear anything outside of the Fed meeting, but we should hear stuff tomorrow. A couple of things. Andrea sent me a message yesterday. FNGD, I said it was a bullish ETF. It's a bearish ETF, just so you know. Do your due diligence. Your boy is a little sick. I've got a thumb. Let me show the thumb. Yeah, I've got a thumb that's infected. So I'm on antibiotics. I blame the fever, but thank you, Andrea, for sending me that. SPY is almost a cross up. QQQ is almost a cross up. This will be interesting because if you go to QQQ, you can see it's almost a cross up here on the chart, meaning that the button hooked is what I'm talking about. And when I say cross up, that MACD, look at that blue line. That's almost crossing up on the yellow strike line there. That's what I mean by cross up. Google MACD, understand the MACD, research the MACD. The MACD is what I trade with. It's the most effective indicator that I've found. So the MACD is what you'll hear me, when you hear me say cross up, when you hear me do the scans at the end, it's MACD. MACD is what my algorithm is based on. So if you get TrendSpider, you can have my algorithm, by the way. The private sale ends in, 15 hours, 26 minutes, and 46 seconds right now. The Elite is what you want. Elite for $249 a year. I just got news about what the Black Friday sale is. It will not be $249.60. The Black Friday sale should start sometime next week. This $249 for Elite, by far the best offer of the year. By far the best offer of the year. I will tell you, if you want it, get it in the next 15 hours. I'm not putting pressure on you. You have to understand, if you're going to use it, it's worth the $250. If you're just going to sit there and kind of, read your Fidelity stuff and read the news articles, go over to Seeking Alpha. Get Seeking Alpha for $50 off, $189. That's the way you look at it. It's the top two Linktree, linktr.ee/daily stock pick. It's the top two. Yesterday's newsletter, by the way, if you go over to Daily Stock Pick, right here, there is a great a chart at the end of this. At the end of this newsletter, you can see I put in a chart that says fundamental analysis versus technical analysis. The fundamental analysis on the left, if this is more of what you want, it's Seeking Alpha. If the right side, technical analysis, meaning charts, cross-ups, things of that sort, if the right is what you want, that's TrendSpider. So I've got a good mix of both. Personally, I like both. And I was just going over with a friend. So say you pay $300 for TrendSpider. Right now it's $250, which is a great price for the year. But $250, say you spend that. And then that's your technical analysis portion. Then you spend $189, $190 on fundamental analysis. Say with taxes, fees, everything, tips that you send me for thank yous, it's $500 a year, okay? $500 a year. In that case, you should have at least a couple $100,000 that you're trading with. If you had $500,000 and you spent $500 a year, you're spending 1% a year. Now that's about what a ETF would take from you as a expense fee. So understand, you have to have the larger portfolio in order to justify these expenses. Don't think that just having Seeking Alpha or just having TrendSpider is automatically going to save you from losses, is automatically going to make you a better trader. Not at all. In fact, Brandon over here on Facebook, if you want to read this, go over to our Facebook group. You can find it on Linktree. Up here, the upper left, the Facebook logo. If you want to know, Brandon, I think it was about maybe 6 months, 8 months ago, he finally took to dive in on TrendSpider. This is kind of 101 why I do the podcast. Brandon was a guy who was losing money. He said, he found my podcast, listened to me, understood that, hey, I want to do a little trading a little bit more. IONQ, you guys hear me talk about it all the time. Well, IONQ, the CEO wound up leaving. It was in the charts before it hit the news. This article hit the news on October 23rd. October 16th, Brandon was in IONQ. He got out because the 4-hour and the 65-minute algorithms that I have said, hey, you should probably get out.